drivers in the race. How does he feel about ending up fifth? He's with Lee Mackenzie.
Mark, what a day, so close and yet so far.
Yeah, that's right. Now we knew it was going to be a bit like that here today. Tyres playing a huge role in the race also. When you obviously made the pit strategies that we did, and I think in the end we did the best we could do. Obviously they split the car on the option in the middle. I stayed on the prime, was going to finish the race on the option. And also I was dangerous waiting for a safety car as well, in terms of, because if that happens obviously then your race is pretty much over when you're in the front, so as the race is neutralised. So yeah, mixed emotions. I mean, yeah, after the penalty this morning, 7th, but then I was had a good first few laps. I managed to get into a few people, and that took its toll a little bit on the first set of tyres, so I was in trouble a little bit earlier than I would have liked. And then, yeah, wasn't too bad.
What goes through your mind when you're in that such a situation? You're leading, you know you've got to come in again. I mean, did it work out worse than you expected?
Not really. I knew everyone was pretty close together. I knew I was slightly between the gap to Lewis. It was going away a little bit at the start, obviously, because I knew he was pacing to get to the end. I was just trying to hold my pace constant, and then in the end, the tyres didn't want that pace, so in the end they go away. It's virtually impossible to keep them happy. The tyres just keep degrading. It doesn't really matter how slow you drive. So in the end, wasn't really that surprised, because I knew people were tightly packed up behind Lewis, and to come back out fifth. Yeah, it would have been nice to be a few more players. I wanted to get some champagne today, but in the end, it happened.
Well, perhaps it'll happen for him in Valencia in 2 weeks' time. I hope you can join us for that. So, Mark Webber finishes fifth, just in front of him, his friend Sebastian Vettel. Don't forget, of course, Australia play Germany in the World Cup today. Let's hear now from Sebastian.
Yeah, I think halfway, or after the first stint, more or less, we had to slow down a bit, and we had a gearbox issue. So in the end, especially save the car and bring it home. But yeah, I was a bit surprised. Obviously, you come in as a leader, and I don't know how we managed to come out behind all the others. So I think we did the right thing with tires. Everything worked, and happened according to our plan. The others survived very little on the soft tire in the beginning, as you could see. So they had to stop early, and usually they should come out in traffic and their race is over. But it didn't seem to be the case. So I think they were in clean air, and obviously, when I came to the pits, I got stuck behind them. So, and then with the problems I mentioned, that was it. Halfway as well, I had a black car that didn't want to move, which lost me 6 seconds at a time, and then I lost the connection to Fernando and Jensen, so I was not able to fight for the podium anymore.
Poor old Sebastian, but he's not alone. Apologies for the technical problems that we've been having this afternoon. Right, just to let you know, you can relive the highlights of the Canadian Grand Prix at midnight tonight. And then, in 2 weeks' time, we're back. More racing, more fun. The European Grand Prix on BBC One from Valencia. And next weekend, there's serious action at Silverstone. The new configured circuit, MotoGP, arrives at Silverstone, and that is going to be cracking. Now, apparently there's some other sport going on this weekend as well, of course. Match of the day, the World Cup highlights tonight at 10:15 over on BBC Two. But we are far from finished here. This is where we're going.
It's the F1 forum on BBC.
The F1 forum.
She slowed down, wasn't she?
Yeah.
A red button? No. For what?
Race highlights.
Oh, yeah, come together! What was going on there? Hamilton's got the inside line and retakes.
He just needs to shuffle Schumacher out of the way. The thoughts of key players.
You can talk us through this from your perspective.
Maybe you'll see.